Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Gail and this is Real Life and Keto. Welcome to day 4 of my 6-day fat fast. If you have been following me, then you know that I started this on Sunday, the 4th of December 2016, and my start weight was 195.2. That was a very discouraging and depressing weight gain of 8.8 pounds from my lowest on November 14th of 186.4. So anyway, I've been doing this fat fast, and if you're just catching up, the goal for me, and I did some Googling, and what I found and what I chose to do was 1,100 calories, trying to keep my fats as close to zero, or my carbs as close to zero as possible. It cannot be zero simply for the fact that my supplements that I take are a minimum of 3 carbs. And my protein at 10% and my fats between 80 and 90%. Now that's just a rough what I'm shooting for, whether I hit it or not. As long as I'm keeping my calories down and my fats up and my carbs down. Normal fat fast, when people are doing them, they keep their calories between 1,000 and 1,200, and they keep their carbs, total carbs, at 20 or less. and they shoot again for their fats to be 80 to 90% of their calorie intake. Usually the diet only lasts between 3 to 5 days, but because I have a Christmas party coming up on Saturday, which was 7 days away, I decided to go ahead and fast for 6 days. So, start weight, 195.2. Day 2, my morning weight was 191 even. Day 3, my weight was 188.2. Yeah. I'm losing my mind. And today, my weight this morning was 187.8. That was a loss of 0.4 pounds. So not quite a half a pound. So it's when it's dropped, the amount of weight loss has diminished a lot from the right off the bat. But right off the bat, I stated that it wasn't fat. More likely, it was inflammation and bloat, and just from all the junk I had been eating. So I understand that. And for me, another thing that's going on is I have mentioned in previous videos that, first of all, I am going to be turning 50 on the 16th. So, and my hormones are a complete mess. And for those who are also following, my Shark Week, or Aunt Flo coming to visit me, she has been coming to visit earlier every month for the last 5 months or so. So I thought she was going to come early, as in show up Saturday, the day of my Christmas party. Figured that would be par for course. And instead, she's trying to show up now. So that could be part of why the weight has slowed down. I don't know, and I really don't care. I mean, you know, still struggling with, if you saw yesterday's video, I was struggling a lot with diarrhea. Still struggling with that. Actually today, I consumed more fiber because I stirred 2 teaspoons of psyllium husk powder into one of these, added some apple cider vinegar, a little bit of sea salt, and no salt with the potassium in it. And I call it my swamp water because it looks disgusting when you make it. But I drank that before I went to work. Things have calmed down a little bit by tonight. Hopefully it'll stay that way. I'm beginning to think that that particular part of this may have more to do with my hormones than with the diet. Or it could be a combination of both. I don't know. So, whatever. We're just going with it. I drank beef broth today because I'd already added carbs from the psyllium husk powder. I decided to go with the bouillon I knew had no carbs in it, or at least says it has no carbs in it. And you'll see a picture. I'm going to post a couple of pictures. I didn't take pictures of my coffee this morning because it's the same as it's been the last 3 mornings. I didn't take pictures of my lunch because, again, it's the same. The 2 boiled eggs cut in half, smeared with mayo and mustard mixed together. My undeviled eggs. So lunch was the same. What was different was today someone brought in 2 giant boxes of donuts to work. Yeah, and I love cinnamon rolls. Always have. My grandmother used to make the best cinnamon rolls, but hers were very stout, very heavy. They weren't the light pastry kind of things. They were like serious business. Kind of like her donuts. I loved my grandmother's donuts. They were cake donuts, so they were just solid and fried on the stove. And when she made donuts, like every flat surface in the kitchen was covered with every kind of donut, powdered and cinnamon and she donut holes. I was a little kid, a little girl, and just thrilled with Grandma's donut holes. Just something intrigued me about, you know, cutting out these holes and for the donuts, and then she'd fry up the holes, and I love the donut holes. And so now when I start missing my grandmother, I want donut holes. That's my comfort food in many cases. And it's not really keto. So I've been looking into some keto donut recipes to see if I can replicate something that will come close. We'll see. I haven't tackled it yet because I doubt anything would be like Grandma's donuts. But anyway, this is my final cup of water I'm going to drink. I haven't been drinking as much water today. I drank 3 of these before I went to work this morning. 2 regular, and then the one with my swamp water with the psyllium husk. And so this is my 4th one. That'll make a gallon. I did drink a cup of bouillon, and that was my choice over the donuts. And you'll see a picture of that. Yeah, I went and sniffed the donuts. I sniffed the cinnamon roll that was in the box, and that was all I allowed myself to do. And then I picked it up, actually, sniffed it, put it back down, walked away. The box was empty when I left work tonight. I told you yesterday I gave the dogs a bath. My husband still found a flea on Maggie this morning, so I had to stop and pick up the flea drops. So when I get done in this video, I'm switching into my pajamas, and I'm going to go flea drop the dogs and then make our Christmas tree, it's artificial, make it look like a tree instead of some kind of weirdness that was crammed up in the attic. So anyway, today was okay, other than I wasn't really feeling good, and I think that was more hormones than anything else. And mood-wise, temperament-wise, I was fine. Just the hormones just mess me up and make me feel kind of eh. So, but other than that, the fat fast is going good. I'm going to drink this glass of water. I did have a little bit of coffee. I didn't add any heavy whipping cream. I don't know if you can see it. Left over from this morning, and I just heated it up, and I was sipping on that to give myself a little bit of energy. I have found that I've been a little bit up later at night. I'm tired when I get home, and I think I'm ready for bed, and then I end up staying up until like 11 o'clock or later. I still get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and well, this morning I got up at 4:30. So, and I think I tend to get, like, when it's around that time of the month, I tend to get insomniac a little bit. Like, I can't settle down and go to sleep at night, and everything irritates me. Like, I'm just on edge. So, yeah, that's my fun. I'm curious to see if the scales budges at all tomorrow, since I didn't barely lose anything today. So, but I will keep you posted. I will finish out the 6 days. Tomorrow, a drug rep is bringing Qdoba. If you're not familiar with Qdoba, it's a Mexican type of restaurant food. So I'm debating whether or not to bring my digital scales so that if I want to partake, because usually like the grilled chicken is really good. I like the grilled chicken. I love the avocado. So I could, if I have the presence of mind to take my digital scales and measure out like the guacamole and measure out the meat, whatever beef or chicken that I decide to have, and I can play with my FitnessPal and see which Qdoba meat is like the better choice as far as fat and protein and that kind of thing. So yeah, we'll see how tomorrow goes. I'll let you know. Thanks for following along. Please, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed and you feel like you want to stay in touch with things that I've got going on, please click the subscribe button, and that way you'll be notified when I post a new video. And I hope everyone's having a great week, and I will talk to you tomorrow.